working. I don't need much vacation. And I had a pretty good one after Lost, and I did a pilot last year that didn't go, and I was okay with that. I think I like this better. I've done a project here and there, and I'm just happy to be working because I really like it. I love my job, especially if I get to go to work with people who I like, and there's a happy set. And this seems to be that. Pretty happy set. I tried to I wrote a treatment, and Warner Brothers bought a show called Odd Jobs that I wrote, and they sold it to NBC, and they bought it for production. But the script that the writers came up with was not good, so it got shelved. But part of the reason I did that was for me and Michael Emerson specifically, who was in Lost. Part of the reason I did that was because I just wanted to go to work with pros who I liked and who I knew would be no fuss and would be, reliable and professional. And I think we've got that this week, so pretty happy.
How do you like the contrast between this character and your character of John Locke, someone who was torn and always tried to do what was right, and now someone who seems to be either the devil himself or the devil's conduit in a way?
Well, I don't. I don't love that contrast. I don't know enough about this character. First impressions obviously mean a lot, and the first impression of this guy is that he's just strictly horrible, and totally merciless and soulless and vicious. So I hope that somehow or other we can develop a few more aspects to the man that can complicate our feelings a little bit, because it's nice to have some questions.
Mm-hmm. As an actor, we've spoken with some other people, and they all said that they were drawn to the project when they heard that you were involved. How does that make you feel now, at this point in your career, that you're a draw to other people?
I don't know why they're blaming me for it. I didn't do anything. I think that's lovely that they would say that. I think that's lovely, it's something I never thought would happen to me. And that's due in large part to all those things that came together in Hawaii, and Raymond Lindelof and John Locke and me and that group, and that phenomenon. And something like catches fire like that, it was a wonderful thing. So it sort of changed my whole professional life. Now I've been doing this long enough to assume that doesn't mean it's changed forever. I understand that. I was broke just before Lost, and I reckon I probably could easily be broke again sometime soon. We'll see. I hope not. But I do like to go out and eat. I'm a foodie. That's my thing.
I'm already planning dinner.
Oh, yeah, that's my big thing. Yeah, but anyway, I think that's wonderful that they think that, and hopefully when we're done with this, they'll still think so.
There were some negative thoughts about the end of Lost, and that there were questions that weren't answered. And now 666 Park Avenue kind of also has, it looks like there's going to be a lot of questions, and what that'll have to be answered throughout the series. Was there any hesitancy to want to get into a project again similar to that, or was that not an issue?
I hope we have the same problems that Lost had. I hope that there are people who want to know that much, who are that desperate to have answers. I thought in about the fourth year of Lost, this guy has so many balls in the air, he's never going to catch them all. He's got to let some drop to the ground, and of course they did. I think they let most of them drop. And so what? People ask me nowadays, well, what happened? I said, I guess we all went to heaven. I don't know. Well, when were you dead? I don't know. I got killed halfway through, and then I came back. I'm not sure when I was dead. But I think it's curious. I wonder about myself sometimes that I don't want everything explained to me specifically. And I've come to the conclusion that wasn't what Lost was about. It was just totally not about the destination, almost purely about the trip. But I realize how that can frustrate a lot of people who want some explanations.
Have you had discussions with the producers about where your character is going, or do they literally say whatever's on the page, play it for now?
They don't even say that. The discussion I did have was I said, look, I don't need to know anything. I just want, I mean, I do need to know that, you know, I just want to have good scenes to play, and I want to keep an audience interested. I don't want, you know, what I just said there, and I thought it was a good metaphor is the word, of when you start on a journey, and if we're going to go 3-4 years, or 5, you know, touch wood, I don't have to take all my baggage at the get-go. I can pick up clothes all the way along, and you know, and hopefully when I get there, I'll have a great wardrobe and be well dressed and be interesting. But I don't need to know everything right now. Just tell me what I need to know. Let's make it interesting.
This cast is a lot smaller than the one on Lost. You have a lot more screen time. What effects in your life has that had? And you know, how much more different experience is it shooting this kind of show?
You know, I don't know. I didn't feel like I had a lot. I worked a lot on Lost. You know. There were times when I had whole episodes free, and that was weird. That was the only time I didn't really like Hawaii because I had too much free time. I enjoy working, and you know, I doubt I'll be working 5 days a week on this show. I'll probably work 3 or 4 days a week, and everybody should have it so good. So I've got no problems with that.
Last question.
Can you talk a little bit about the relationship between your character and your wife's, and how the dynamic in the pilot?
Yeah, the relationship between Gavin and Olivia is one of the big mysteries to me. I mean, because I have asked the writers, I said, how do they feel about each other? How does he feel about her? Is it, you know, would he die if he lost her? You know, who loves who more? Who wants what? You know, what is their... Excuse me. Sorry. What is the significance of their daughter dying? You know, what's the story behind that? And what are the resentments? That to me, so far, is the big mystery of the show. Who are they to each other? I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you.